Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about historical versus fictional kind of gameplay in Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening and why I prefer one over the other. So, when you start a scenario or a campaign, you'll get the option on whether you want historical events to be on and whether you don't want them on. When you do have them on, there is a really nice feature in that you can actually, as you're playing through the game, you can basically confirm or deny certain events from happening, which I think is like really, really neat, right? Maybe you just want certain events to happen, maybe you don't want other events to happen. So it puts that in the player's hands. And all right, I'll just get right to it, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of the historical events and keeping them on. And I don't like this for a variety of reasons. I think number one, if you're playing as like a small faction, you just want to kind of chill on the side of the map or whatever, like these events are going to happen and it's probably not gonna it's not going to be centered around you. Obviously, there's a bunch of different kind of clans that you can play as, and so there's no way for Koei or the game's creators to basically account for every single clan. That's just unrealistic, right? Now, there's obviously some recommended kind of clans to play as, which I think is really nice. It helps the player kind of decide of hey, what clans might be of significant importance in this scenario. But really, the reason why I don't like the historical kind of gameplay here is because the events are some of them are just really, really ridiculous. Like it range from something absolutely messing you up to something that's like, you know, like a clan next to you just gets massively buffed or something. They get like 20 officers. Like it's like game shifting events, all right? And it just really, I think, kind of is not great for the actual gameplay. I get that it's there if you want to like follow the more historical thing, but what if you're like, you're playing as a clan and the historical thing is like, hey, the clan that you're fighting gets 30 other officers, right? I mean, that's totally like there's nothing you could do there, right? So it's just like not great. It's not like, oh, like they get one or two officers. It's like, oh, they eliminate this clan or whatever, and now they're allies, or it's just some really like game impacting things. And so when I actually had switched to like a fictional scenario, I was like, oh, okay, like these events aren't happening, whatever. Like it's good. Like it's chill. It's a lot more like focused on the actual gameplay and like conquering and being. It's just a lot more fun, at least for me. The historical, I think, it's some folks will obviously like it a lot more, but for me, I tend to just kind of want to focus on the gameplay and the actual strategy versus kind of dealing with all the other stuff that goes along with playing a historical kind of mode. So the good thing is you can turn off events, or you could keep them on and kind of filter through what events you want to happen. Again, when you click on an event, they'll call it hearsay here. It'll tell you what the result of that event is and who the officers who are involved are. So yeah, it's really, I think the flexibility is great. For me, when I play, I will probably lean towards keeping the events off just because, again, I want to focus on the gameplay. Hope that was helpful. Hope you guys enjoy the game. I catch you in the next one.